Welcome to the top. We are coming live from the inside the Huddle Studios. I am TBT, the better team, and I'm joined by my co-commissioner and co-host, he who remains. What's up with you, my baby?
Hey man, I just want to start the show off by saying this right here. Um, like, cause I want this to be understood before the show even gets started. This is how I'm feeling. This is the mood that I'm in. Like I'm here to bring. I'm here to just shut everything down. Like I don't. I like. I'm sure to shut everything down. Uh, so let's get into the show. I mean, it was a nice week for some people, some that it wasn't. You know,
Some not so nice.
but I do want to make it clear for the whole entire league. I'm whistling through a graveyard with you niggas, and I'm here to bring. I'm here to end all of y'all suffering. Y'all ain't got to worry about winning shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here just to end. I'm here just to end the borrowed time y'all all been living on. So y'all been living on my time, and I'm just here to end that shit. So let's get to the show.
Well, we go back and rewind week 13 as we move into the final week of the season. So let's jump at it. It's the week 13 rewind. First up, we had Brad Hunter going against the Nitro Born Collars. There is no Kyler, but they born Kylers. So I guess that's what that is. Uh Barry Hunter will come out with the win. No, excuse me, the Kylers will come out the win. Barry Hunter looked as if they were going to get the win, but it was not to be as the Kylers were able to walk them down and get the win. Unfortunately for nephew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the Collars, what they did was that, like you said, they came and they tracked him down. Henderson came through for him late. He didn't have no big game or nothing, but it wasn't much that was needed, and he helped them push him over the edge and help keep the Collars alive for that last playoff spot.
Yeah, he did help come through and push them over the finish line. Both teams are out of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Well, the Kylers still have a slim chance, but nephew is out of. He's gone fishing.
Yeah,
Um, Let me put this in the works. I forgot to.
tough season, man.
Really, really tough season.
3-10. That's tough. That's tough. You got to
Uh,
regroup, and I'm gonna have to bring his A game next season.
and come back stronger for sure. Next game we had up matchup was a nail biter. Um, it appeared that Ruben might pull it off, but the game that Vidal had, I had said, I don't know if you remember on Sunday, I said if Vidal get a 30, coach will win, and he had a 31, and it was just too much to not enough.
Well,
Coach was led in scoring by Vidal with that 31.
see, this is what the problem was gonna be for Rude and Ruben's routed team coming into the last to that on Monday. They had Drake May to play. Now was the conundrum. Coach Lewis had the head coach for the Patriots. So he need Drake May to go supremely off. But if he goes supremely off and they widen that margin to a big gap, then all that do is going to increase the points that the head coach is going to receive, which then
Right.
which then hurts Rude. So it was a
Mhm.
catch 22 for him. So I, I couldn't see what once coach had pulled off what he pulled off at the end of the game on Sunday. I said there's no way that Rule could win because he got that catch 22 right there. You know, and if you blow him out too much, the coach gonna get 8 points, and that 8 points is gonna be probably a little too much for him to overcome.
They ended up getting a 5, but
Hmm
it was they won by 10, so they had more than enough.
So
This
so just
matchup,
just imagine if Drake May had threw another touchdown or two, then he would have more points. But then that means that you would have to give Coach that 3 more points for that 8, and then dude, he still got enough to put himself over the top. You know that was just a little too much. I mean, it was a good game though. You know, I mean, but a little too much for Rude.
too much to not enough, as I always say. Uh, Rule falls to 6 and 7. They still control their own playoff destiny. Coach Lewis advances to 9-4 and takes over the division as well as the number 2 seed. Shout out to Coach Lou. First year in the league, number 2 seed,
Man,
nine
look,
and
I
nine and
got
four record.
I gotta congratulate Coach though on the cool man because I mean it's like he mixed and matched and patched that shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
the Dow trade helped
I'm
a
gonna speak
lot.
I'm gonna speak on that a little bit later. That's funny that you say that. It's 2 weeks in a row. You said something that early in the show that I'm gonna speak on later, but but I'm gonna tell you, man. Uh, for him to have a chance of going 10-4, and and for all everybody else that's been playing in the league, for him to outmaneuver y'all like that, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're not 10-4 yet, but
I
I get
mean,
what you're saying. I get you.
if he finished at 9-5, the only person gonna have a better record than him is Juice.
He get the 10-4 and Juice lose shit. He can second best record in the league with the number 2 seed.
Well, now
That's still on the table for him.
Juice beat him though.
No, I understand. I'm saying record. I'm not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
10-4, 10-4. I'm number 2 seed. That's all, that's the tableau. That's what's gonna make the headline. In the small print, they'll be like Juice beat him early in the season.
Yeah. So even if he do get the 10-4 and Juice lose and he tie Juice, I mean he had the second best record in the league in his rookie season.
What a year. That's all I would say. Let's move on to this next matchup. One that I was counting on to go a certain way, end up going another way. We both. I forgot to keep an update. You took bread. I took MBK. You took the. We ain't got to that we yet. Uh, you took. We both. We both took Mac to win. We both was wrong. I thought Redback could get the win. Honestly, I'm looking here. It say. Let me take this other banner off. Well, so much for that. Few things sting worse than knowing you have a victory in hand and slowly watching those chances slip away because someone dropped the ball. See what we did there? Stephon Diggs didn't just drop the ball. They forgot there was even one in play. Max Magnificent team expected much more than a 5.6, but Stephon Diggs didn't show up and answer that call. Yeah, shout out to Draper, man. He pulled this joint out.
Look,
I seen that he had Stevenson over there, but I thought Diggs would have did a lot more. At least he got in the end zone, but it wasn't
look.
to be.
Coming into that, he had Diggs and he had the linebacker Spielman. He had two people going against Stevenson, and he couldn't get the job done.
Mm,
Like the average for well, that's why I be saying in this league, on the defensive positions, they have averages where you can just go on the streets and pick up somebody because they all going to average around this number, and that's around like an 8 for a linebacker. And if I'm not recall, I remember seeing Spielman had like a 2 late in the game, and
mm.
and when you combine that with what Diggs ended up doing, it like it had to be heartbreaking for Twin to see that happen right before his eyes because he actually had a shot at the playoffs after everything he went through.
He
If he
did.
pulled that out, and unfortunately for him, they didn't, and now he has now been eliminated. So I mean that was a tough one right there, man, to watch. But congratulations to Draper. He clinched the division, and hey, he moves on.
He did that with no St. Brown.
Yeah,
Got 22 for Prescott, 21 surprising from Watson. I had him. I cut him. Mm. Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving right there. Matt Twin tried to finish furiously at the end. Shout out to him, never giving up and keeping in the fight.
yeah,
That's what we love to see, no matter what the outcome may be.
yeah.
All right, shit, man. Let's keep this shit going. We're gonna go right here to the Mac of the year. And Detroit are fucking nothing. Auto Detroit or nothing. 205, man. Look at that though. 205 to 159. They get the upset, big upset. They knock off the Mac of the year. So it's the D versus the Dom versus the Mac of the year, huh? Okay. I'm looking at the points on this shit. 30 for Mahomes for Detroit or nothing. 22 Chase Brown. 21 for Adams. 22 for Browers. AJ got a 36. 20 from the Jaguars defense. 12 from the kicker. 10 from the punter. That's what the days you just wake up and you be seeing it in your head and you be seeing all the numbers and then when you like see that shit come to be, you just get a little smile. Just be like, cause you know that's the type of game. I mean, you 205, you gonna win most of the games when you put up 205.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely are. You definitely are. Now let me say this
Jack
though.
Smith and Jigga with a 4.3.
Yeah,
Barner outscoring him. Wow. Okay, that's a bad day once every blue moon. We'll probably never see that again no more the rest of the season in the playoff.
it's that tough.
Let me
Is that
see. Let me
it,
see. Let me go. Let me run this file.
he done
What you
scored
thought about the joint?
though. I want to make sure that's understood, y'all. Because when he say what he just said, you would think that's the lowest he done scored on the season, 159.
It
But it ain't.
he had his lowest score on the season was a 13.8 to
I'm
score
talking about
4.3.
you talking about J. Smith and Jigma.
Jack
I thought
Smith and
you was
Jigga.
talking
Yeah.
about you was talking about the Mac of the year. Like we ain't gonna see that
Oh
type of
nah. I could see him having some. I mean, if you get the 4.3 from JSN, man, that's the heartbeat of your team right there. That'll come back to a 14-5. I say come back. He ain't never had that before. He took off when soon he got on the field. But I'm saying that's why I see him at about 14-5. About 14, 5, 15, 16, 12.
Well, look, uh, for me, though, this is the only thing for me. The only thing for me is it validates what I had said, what I had been saying for 3 weeks when you had this nigga up top on TB5. That's what this just highlights that for me. That shit was a fraudulent list when he was number one over me. Like this shit, it's just clear now, y'all. The seas have parted. So that he is now done lost two in a row. He is now lost to Detroit or nothing. Uh, like
Auto
like
Detroit or nothing.
okay, Audible Detroit or nothing. I bet I'm not gonna lose to him this week. Let me just say that's a precursor for everybody. I bet I don't lose to the niggas this week.
Wait
Auto.
a slow.
So 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 so
That's
so let me say this. Let me say this. That's all I got. All I got from the game because I watched the game intensely and closely. And in Detroit, nothing ran off early. So and like I always say, fuck projections. I want the points on the board, and the Detroit nothing put the points on the board. So it was going to be difficult for Juice, the Mac of the year, to come out on top this week with that because he was going to high. He scored 204 last week and lost, right? So the week before and lost. So that means that at same 205 he lost to, he was gonna have to beat that again this past week. So 205. See, people think that you put up 200 points and that's nothing. Some people think, man, it's not easy to put up 200 points, man. It's not. And like if it was easy, then everybody in the league would be done did it at least once. Excuse me, but no, it's not easy. So when somebody put up like you just say 200 points, it's hard to beat that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that it is what it is.
shit. I don't got nothing else to put on that one. Let me go through the. Did I go through leading scores? Yeah, I gave he had Mac of the year had 31 from Cook, 19 from Chase, 19 from his kicker though. That's good money.
Oh,
The
that
rest of
was
the shit was pretty
that was
mild.
the kicker. Yeah, that
Man,
was
you get a
the
19 for him kicking. That's a blessing.
yeah, it is. That's that kind of
Shit.
shit beat niggas. Shit. That's that kind of
Fuck
shit
you
that beat.
mean. Speaking of beat niggas on some picked up, stand up, run a nigga down shit. MMT Lil My team beat the better team.
I knew he sounded so down there. All I was like, ooh, he must be talking to him.
They beat him by 4 points, 147 to 143. He was led by 30 from Rasheed Rice. He got 21 from the Bills defense
Mm,
and 21 from Nico Collins and 16 from Montgomery.
mm,
Oddly enough, he didn't even start a eligible tight end. So he got zeros at that.
mm,
And I look down his lineup, and of course I see Zach Ertz with a 21.6. So I say to myself, like, yeah, we could have made some moves, but there ain't even no need to talk about it. I mean, if I would have played the Houston defense, my number one defense, just like play Houston, they number one, we'd have won. But I
mm,
can't even get on here and say that because, like I say, he ain't even start no tight end. And then he had Williams over there dazzling with a 28-7. He could have flexed him for Waddle, put Ertz at tight end, and it wouldn't even been a contest anyway. We had a mediocre mile game, 143 points. That's below the I but think that's below average. We gotta check that out. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we just didn't get it done. Lost two in a row, 6 and 7. We had our playoff destiny in our own hands for the last 2 weeks, and each week we came up short and didn't get it done. And now we opened the door for what I call a catastrophe. He might call it a. He may call it a like he's a prophet or a he sees something like he called it. You know what I'm saying? Because he said something about a 6-18 in playoffs, and I thought that was preposterous. I thought there's no way in the game ever they would be disrespected as such. No disrespect to the 6-18. No disrespect. Fuck, I could end up 6-8. You keep it all the way a thou while. But listen, 6-8 in the playoffs don't even sound right.
No, it don't.
I'm trying to look and see. I know I could have sneaky got it done, but I didn't have a. I mean, I could start Joe Burrow, maybe put Blake Coleman for ETN. You got to have a fucking insight. You got to go talk to a psychic or something. Yeah, it was just a situation where it was a little too much to not enough.
Look. I mean, let me say this. You should be embarrassed to not win this week. He didn't even play a tight end that was eligible to play. I mean, so he basically saying, "Beat me, man, beat me," and
Beat
and
me.
and you just couldn't get the job done, like you said. This is 2 weeks in a row. You could have just stamped your and delivered yourself to the playoffs, but for whatever reason, you couldn't get it done. And this is what I speak on when I say like that these teams that are out here are really mediocre, and it's only a few teams in the league that I would even say I guess can compete with me on that. But it's gonna have to be their best day though. It's gonna have to be their best day. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm gonna have to have my not so good day because I'm always have a good day. But but let me say this. I give Mike his props though, because coming into this week, he had some changes and stuff that he had to make. He believed in Nico Collins coming off the questionable injury that he had. Uh, Saquon didn't really do shit for him, really. You know, he had J-Mo on the bench.
Stafford didn't really do nothing.
Nah, he had J-Mo on the bench that went off. So I thought that was gonna be the killer for him, the nail in the coffin for him. J-Mo going off, and he missed that. But Rasheed Rice, you know what I'm saying, came through for him, and he pushed that shit over the top. Uh, but I mean, it was a tough week for the better team and for Ruben's Rowdy team because they both could have stamped they way into the playoffs. Now they have competition from people like Lil Mike because if he makes the playoffs, uh, then he leads. If I'm not mistaken, the better team, or he trails them by only a small amount of points. So this week is so crucial because he has now solidified himself at least a chance to be able to get in the playoffs. And also, like I say, the door is open for MBK. The door is open for Phil Belichick. So, it's kind of still a little wild out there, but it was a crazy game, and Hopefully, this next week be just as exciting.
I mean, it's a nice ending. You know the way the season it come down to the last game to determine two playoff spots. MBK and Phil still have action because of their head to head with the Rowdies. Look,
Yeah,
Mike has action because of his record with TBT.
yeah.
And so, yeah, that's what it come down to. I mean, you know,
Think about this
it's
though. About this. Lil Mike has 5 victories, and 2 of them against TBT.
yeah, he's that's wild. He still gotta be twin.
He do.
He gotta be twin, and he gotta hope for a loss. So he got a lot of work. He got even if he get his job done, he still gotta get help. And
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of helping. What I will say, and this is on a side note, I think ESPN app need to get this glitch fixed. And the glitch I'm talking about, when a quarterback throws a pick six or fumble, strip sack fumble return for a touchdown, that ain't the offense points. The defense got that point, and they be giving the offense the point, and it'll knock you down on defense.
Is that
As
what happened
if,
to you this week?
yes,
Oh, well, that
when Matthew Stafford threw that pick six, they gave the points to Carolina because the defense scored quite naturally, but the offense didn't score. It
yeah,
appeared as if the defense gave that touchdown up, and they didn't give that touchdown up. The offense gave that touchdown up, but they gave him the points and it knocked you like, you know what I'm saying? And it knocked
see, like you
5
say,
points.
like you say, that's a glitch,
That would have been a
and
7.
and they should be able to fix that algorithm to where that doesn't happen. That should be simple, like to implement that into an algorithm that says if the defense scores a touchdown, that does not count against the opposing defense.
The
Like,
opposing defense,
that's
exactly.
simple. You know what I'm saying? Like no, and it shouldn't. That's ridiculous, man, to be putting that on the defense.
I mean, that happened, and that's the difference between an interception, which is a point, 2 points, right? A point. I
Points.
think it's two. Okay,
Yeah.
one. The interception, the touchdown is 6, so that's 7 plus the yards, and then I think he got a bonus
Mm.
for the. I think it was like 40 some yards. I might be wrong. Don't hold me on the last part, but be that as it may, it was 147 to 140, 143. MMT need help. The better team need to take care of their business. This is the second 2-game losing streak of the season.
Mm.
They got one more to go. So we'll talk about that later. Let's move on to what was our game of the week. I mean, it was game of the week because the best team in the league was playing. Let's keep it real, y'all. So whoever you are, you playing against the best team in the league. You're America's game of the week,
I
and
already
it
know.
was 223 to 154. I like to say it was too much to not enough, but it was too much to not even close. You want to know what's exhausting? Carrying the team on your back. With that being said, Seahawks defense must be really tired because the 37 points played a huge part in who remains win against Phil Belichick. Even looking at some of their highlights, it's making me feel exhausted.
Oh,
Phil Belichick must have been tired of seeing the points rack and run up. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to take, what do you say, a nap? Yeah, that's crazy, man. It was
I don't like that little paragraph that they put together there. Because Seattle didn't carry shit. Take that 37 points away. Give me a zero for them. Well, like what I'm asking. Give me a zero. I still win for by damn near 30. What the fuck they talking about?
They saying because they had the most points on your team. They saying that 37 carries you to the victory, but you right. You can take a zero right there and still win. You had 30 from Love, 22 for Junkers, 26-6 from A Chain. Pook only gave you 13. So what? Lamb gave you 25. Tyler Warren gave you a sweet 20 or 5, like he's supposed to. Gibbs with a light 16-8. But you got 15 from Hufunga,
Yeah, yeah,
10 from your punter,
yeah.
and of course, 37 from your defense. Yeah, that's crazy work.
You know what? Look, man. It ain't even really nothing too much that I can say even about this game. I mean, the only thing that I take from it is I now have tied the record for the most 200 point games in a season with four. So and 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 I now hold the two of the top three all time scoring in our league. uh, 223 in the big baby. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, man, a great game by Phil Belichick. They still put up, you know what I'm saying, 150 plus points. So it was a gallant effort by them. You know, it's not their fault who they were playing. You know, so I want to tell them I want you to come back. See you next year, Phil Belichick. It was a great time having with you in the division this season, and I hope to see you back next year. You know.
Hmm. You had 100 points on the bench out at the
I
same
know.
time.
I know. I know. You seen that? You see that Alec Pierce? You seen that Bam Knight? You seen that Chuba Hubbard? You seen that Harold Fanning? Come on, man. You see this? You see their work? You see their work, man.
One, two, three, four, five, six double figures on the bench.
Yeah, you
That's
see
what's
that.
happening.
You see that work. I'm just you look. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm just piling up players to hoard them on my bench so none of you niggas in the playoffs can have them.
Niggas playing chess. They be playing checkers.
You
All right,
goddamn right.
shit. Let's go ahead and get to the picks. It was all for week. We both went 2-4. We was
Mm.
wrong, wrong. You, I got NBK right. You got bread wrong. You got Dunn right. I got the Mac of the Year wrong. We both got Twin wrong. We both got the Rowdies wrong. We both got TBT wrong. And the only other one I got right and you was betting on you.
Yeah, that look. That's been if you want to win some money, that's who you bet on.
But on the good side, TBT is 50-28 on the season. 22 games over 500, while
Uh,
he who remains is still 2 games over 500 at 40-38. Y'all see it. Y'all know what's going on. Shit, man, we're gonna move this shit right along. I'm gonna see if I can make this happen. By the way, we have technical issues earlier. We try to make the shit work. So I'm gonna see if this works. Dim your lights and sit up in your chairs. Dining, cause it's fine dining, not out hour. Well, anyway, go ahead, Brace.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
your
Look,
thing.
look, appreciate that, face, Lal. I want to welcome everybody to the Fine Dining Hour, where each week we highlight the top five players that set the table for their teams to eat. Now, number five, since he came back, he's been dynamic the second he touched the field. You can feel the electricity in the stadium. And Sunday was no difference, compiling 8 receptions, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, one tote for 2 yards for a 30.5. Talking about Rasheed Rice. Ever since he came back, it was around week 6. The
Nigga
the guy
fucked over.
the guy's been electric, man. I remember I tried to trade for him several times when he was on the bench for the first 6 games. I sure was trying to get him. He would not let him go, and and
Smart.
ever since he came back, he has been straight balling. And this week, well, he was no difference with the 8 receptions, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, one tote, 2 yards for 30.5. Rasheed Rice.
He
Number
made a
four,
difference.
yeah, he did. Number four, overall, he's had a good season. A few duds here and there. Well, he had his best game of the season this past weekend with 234 passing yards, 4 big touchdowns, 5 toast for 4 yards for a 30.86. We talking about Jordan to the love. Say, man, this dude has been really to me like mixed match, like this whole season. You don't like ask yourself that like too much from him, like 20-point game. You don't even ask for that. You really asking for an 18 with him because that's the kind of you got to temper your expectations with him. But he
Hmm.
had the best game of the season with 234 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 totes, 4 yards for 30.86. Jordan Love. Number three, this guy was put in a trade and people mocked him at one point
Hmm.
as, as a throw-in that wouldn't last, and he went on to prove all the doubters wrong, and he did it again on Sunday afternoon with 25 totes, 126 yards, one touchdown, and one reception for 11 yards for 31.6. Kamani Badal. And this is what I was saying. Like he spoke on earlier, that Vidal is what pushed Coach through this stretch and what got him in the playoffs. And he was mocked when I first traded Vidal. People was like, "What? Are you kidding me? What's going on here?" But guess what? Vidal has proved and stand tall on his 10 toes on everybody, and he did it again in a extreme fashion this weekend, helping pull his team out to the victory with that 25 totes, 126 yards, one tub, one reception, 11 yards for 31.6. Kamani Badal. Coming in at number two, he's been ridiculed most of the season, and for good right. He's been outright horrible for the player he is. But here's another player that said it's never too late to have your best game of the season. And he did with 10 receptions, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns for a 36.2. A.J. Brown. Hey, I mean, I was just reminding myself yesterday. I looked at the stats, looked at the sheet, and I'm like, man, this guy has been horrible this season, man. Like he haven't even been up and down. He just flat out been horrible. Maybe part of that is part of Jalen Hurts. Maybe it's part of it is him. But I tell you this, he had his best game of the entire season this past weekend with 10 receptions, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns for 36.2. A.J. Brown.
I heard someone say that since he been getting the ball, they've been losing.
They have. The last couple of weeks, they done kind of put a little more heat on him. They've been losing. That's a good eye to see that because that is what done happened. Coming in at number one, they've been phenomenal the entire season, and now after Sunday's performance, have catapulted themselves as the number one at their position. with an incredible game of 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown, two forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery, 4 sacks, and 0 points allowed for a 37.0. We talking about the Seattle Seahawks defense. Man, look, y'all. I want everybody to understand this. You pick up people along the way on the free agent wire throughout the season. If you listen to a lot of these so-called experts that talk fantasy football, this is what they will preach. I streamline my defenses throughout the entire season. Well, check this out. I don't. I drafted the Seattle Seahawks. So this is another notch under my belt as a team or a player that I drafted, and I drafted the Seattle Seahawks defense, and they are now the number one defense in the entire league with this 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown, two forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 4 sacks, 0 points allowed for 37.0. That's the Seattle Seahawks defense, and I want to thank y'all for visiting the Fine Dining Out. Man, look, man, that defense is strong, man. I want to just say that, y'all. Hey, the defense is strong. But what everybody be waiting on, you know, last week, we had a discrepancy in the house, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Was saying that chicks like don't like super in shape chicks, like in shape chicks, but not super in shape chicks. So I don't know what this one is gonna be, but I think I do know what this one's gonna be right here, y'all. And this is the beauty of the week, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. And let me tell you who the beauty of the week is this week. She is Austria's 100-meter runner, Patricia Gruninger. And let me tell you that this is, they say, Whitey with that booty. You know, like she got it in spades, man. In spades, I tell you, in spades. She is one of the fastest runners under 20 in the whole world. She will be in the next Olympics more likely because that's how fast she is for a team. But we're not talking about that right now. What we're talking about is the beauty with the booty. Now, like that is who she is, and who she is again is Austria's 100 runner, Patricia Bruninger. Man, like you
I wonder if they could see me zoom in like I just did.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm talking about she is holding, man.
Okay, now you got me something. Now you give me something to get me worked up. Yeah. Look, I'm knocking my mic all over here and shit. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it.
I do
I definitely give you
I do need that little boy this week out. I said that he's gonna be back
drop a
on this
LAV's bomb for this one. We ain't never dropped a bomb for him before. Drop a bomb. That's how it is when she sit down. It sound like that. That ass like, and the clap too.
Hey, say motherfucker is fat, man. When I'm watching her run, I'm like, how can she run with all of that toe nut, all that back
Oh, when
there,
she
man?
be running like that, I bet
Yeah.
when she be going down the track, it be sounding like this.
And
Yeah, she absolutely looks amazing. She's beautiful. All the women you've had on here beautiful.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
some more than other.
yeah,
That
yeah.
ain't a crime. That ain't no wrong with that. You know.
It ain't a crime, but I'm gonna tell you, whenever you can find a white woman with a big booty, oh man, I'm talking about, and This is not no manufactured in the lab. This is straight goddamn me jeans. Goddamn me, ooh wee man.
I'm not even a religious type of person, but I be when I see something like that, I be like, "Thank you, Jesus, my Lord. You know what I want. You know what I like." Listen, I'm not gonna get into all my, but I have a philosophy on that type of white woman and niggas
Because you
like
knew
me.
look. I seen her taking a selfie with Shakira Richardson. The chicks kiss each other on the cheeks, and shit like that. I said,
Hmm.
I said the reason why Shakira fucked with her because she probably said whispered to her ass, "Damn, your booty bigger than mine, way bigger than mine. God damn, her booty."
Ass white bitch.
I said that's
And
why
I
she.
got a dump truck on her.
Yeah, shit.
Mean shit locker. Shit, man. Let's get into this looking good and good looking this week. We got more than a few candidates, you know. Uh, Shout out to Detroit or nothing.
Yeah,
205 this week. They joined the 200 plus club.
yeah,
You know, that's looking good to me.
yeah. It is.
Give them some for that shit, man. Uh, Not to be overlooked. No nuts, no glory. Clinched the 3 seed and won the
Yeah,
division this week.
yeah.
Good
Congratulations.
looking. Looking good. Good looking, man. You hear me? I'm hating, but I'm also congratulating.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
uh Coach Tommy Lewis, rookie in this shit, first year doing it. Give a shout out to that.
yeah.
He
Clinched the
locked
number.
down that number 2 seed and clinched the division.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
got it. He said he got his feet in the goddamn me dangling in the water like Homer Simpson.
he,
Goddamn me, he on vacation right now. He got a bye week.
number 2 seed. Shout out to that. Let's give another LED ovation.
Yeah, congratulations, coach.
Number 2 seed. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah,
Not to be overlooked, he who remains joined the 200 club for the fourth time, a league high fourth time. If you go back and look at the scoring, you'll see why I said what I said. What I said.
oh yeah, that's right. Because you know what, you know what, you just reminded me of something. Because I've been saying this the whole time, you just reminded me what you just said. Now you said they went back and they brought his 200 points games back. Then,
Mm-hmm.
oh, so I'm all out by myself then.
League leading.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, hey, hey,
I
what
mean,
it
you gotta shine a light where it's shining at.
is, you know
The
what I mean?
truth is the truth.
Yeah,
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man, that's good looking, man, and looking good to me. So shit, I had to speak on it and shout out them gentlemen with them accomplishments this weekend. Um, let's get into this top scoring leaders, and it's not to be compared or confused or like with the fine dining hour. It's just niggas who wouldn't got it this week,
yeah. It's the
man.
lead.
Some of them won, some of them lost. Uh, you see the Seahawks number 2. They got Bijan at the top and AJ Brown and Cook and Vidal. Yeah, that's what they good numbers, man. 38, 37, 31 at the bottom. But
Notice, but I want to say something. You notice that we didn't see no C Mac or Jonathan Taylor on that list. Go ahead.
we didn't. But we see him on this list
There you
because
go.
Jonathan Taylor. down the number two spot, and he has more points. We're not
Yeah.
gonna overlook that. If when you get to looking at the points, it looks a little different. But this is how it is right now. Jonathan Taylor, 31.27, 30 for C Mac, Gibbs 27, Bijan 27. It's a two horse race, pretty much, it seems to me.
I still got two people in the top five. He didn't say A Chan at the end right there, so I'm gonna say that for y'all.
Nah,
Uh,
shout out A-Chain. We ain't overlooking.
I
Let
still got
me pull it
people
up.
on.
Boom. A-Chain with the 26 and Gibbs with the 27.
Yeah, yeah.
It's called good GMing. They got an award for that. Yeah, I heard they got an award for it, man.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
I was reading this article today about they was talking about Devon Achane or how he having historically the greatest fantasy season ever. You know what I'm saying? And 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 all I could think about is thank you, Phil Belichick. But go ahead.
nigga traded him for a work mule and a bag of old rice
That nigga say that nigga
and a broke bowl.
he dropped that nigga today.
Duh. By time, what you holding on for? Let it go, baby. You got to release. It's over with. Ain't no
It was
need. Ain't
crazy
no need.
is he didn't even have to drop him. That just showed me how frustrated he was at that trade to me because the nigga is on IR. You ain't gotta drop him. He just said fuck this nigga.
He know the race over, man. Uh, he see it. It's a whole bunch of scenarios got to go just for him to be able to get in. The writing's on the wall, you know. So be that as it may, let's go ahead and get into LAV's TB5. That's the best five. LAV's the best five. TB5 list, man. It's gonna be some shit this week. I'm just going ahead and telling y'all ahead of time. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. LAV's TB5, the best five.
Yeah.
At number five on LAV's TB5, we never miss, we never shuck and jive. We'll always give it to you live. Bam, it's vacant. Uh, there's rules and regulations to this shit. If you don't have a winning record, you cannot make the list. We just not finna do that. You're not a top five. You just in fifth place. That's it. And you can't make the top five list. So LAV's TB5. We're gonna go ahead and get into number four. We don't even have to get into number four because number four, number three, number two, and number one is the exact same as it was last week. There is no changes. You feel me? NNG 8-5, locked down the Oval Office. They still in fourth place. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now I'm back. I'm about to block this nigga for a minute. They thirsty for a bed. I'm working. I can't fuck with him. Yeah, Lewis is 9-4. Locked down the number two seed. Knocked down his division. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Uh, off record, the Mac of the year is still number two. Even they took a loss. Um, we know they're not the number two seed, and if you get into semantics, you can be like, "Well, Coach Lewis is actually the number two seed, so he's the number two in the league." Da 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 da. It's 10-3, 9-4. We're not for the argue. He who remains at the top. They're 12-1. All that remains to be seen is will they go 13-1? That's the only question.
Look, I don't have a problem with your list at all this week, but I will say this right here: I am deadly close to putting Coach over the Mac of the Year. Now, the only reason why I don't do that is because even with the Mac of the Year having a one game on him, only reason why I don't do it because the Mac of the Year beat him. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I don't do it. But
It's
but
two why I didn't do it.
but right now, I will say that Coach team is playing better. You know, so but uh, we'll see how this shake out and we got one more game left, and if Coach pull that off, and the Mac of the Year lose, uh, and they end up tied, even though the Mac of the Year beat him, I would elevate at that point. I would elevate Coach over the Mac of the Year. He been on a 3 game losing streak, so yeah, that's what I would do. But yeah, you were saying that you have two reasons why you didn't do it. No, no, we can't hear you. Having a little technical difficulties right now, y'all. We'll be back at it here shortly. Uh, but look, you guys are here with the best team in the league, and not the better team, but the best team. And the best team is he who remains. We're 12-1. Um, we're gonna go to 13-1 after this next coming up week, and we want to thank everybody for showing up uh, this season and for getting to experience the He Who Remains show.
You can hear me now though.
Yeah,
Yeah, what I was saying before I got cut out by the mic. First of all, yeah, they beat them, so that's one. That's obvious.
yeah.
The second thing is they got a better record. If they was in a different division, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. Only reason why we're having this conversation because they're in your division. The Mac of the Years in your division. So they can't get the two seed. But you know, they got a better record. So right now, they are better than
Yeah,
Coach Lewis.
they are. They are. They are.
Yeah, what you said, man, we ain't trying to hear none of that shit. But we're gonna keep it moving right along. You've been doing your thing, but
Hey man,
even Rome came crashing down. I
he keep on saying that, y'all. Every week it's gonna be a hard fall. It's gonna be a
Babylon fell.
fall. Look, let me say this, y'all, and I was hearing somebody touch on something very similar to this. They was talking about the Ohio State in the college football playoff, and they were saying that this is a harder game. Ohio State supposed to have the easier path, and they and whoop, 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 whoop. and that's exactly what I was saying, y'all. There's no fucking way that I go 13-1 and I end up getting the team with the second best record in my first game. That just don't like that ain't even logical, man. Like look, this is fantasy football, y'all. This is not goddamn real NFL football. So we supposed to be able to, you know, credit ourselves with the knowledge of knowing that that ain't right.
Listen, you don't even know who you are playing. You got a bye week. You earned the first round bye. How could you say you playing the team with the second best record? For all you know, they could lose this week
And
and
they
Coach
still,
Tommy could win, and you have two teams with 10-4. So then what would be your argument?
but no, but see, one of them is the number two seed regardless. So even if Coach end up getting the 10 victories, and the Juice lost and he ended up with 10, Coach is still the number two seed. So we wouldn't see each other into the Super Bowl regardless. Like
That's
that.
not the
Like,
point I'm making.
well, then you asked the question. So I'm saying, you said, what would I say? This is what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I believe you took it to the front office. I don't know if the people know. I don't know if y'all know what 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 it was, what it ended up being, but
And look,
I
can't
guess he's
nobody
taking it to the people now.
can't nobody say that I'm ducking nobody. I done beat this nigga 2 times. So can't nobody say I'm ducking the nigga. I'm saying,
It's hard to beat a person 3 times in one season.
look, if he made the
Maybe in
Super,
your case, it's not.
if he made the Super
Maybe it's
Bowl,
easy.
if he made the Super Bowl, then I would have no problem with that. Because guess what? What it should be is if both of them finish 10-4, that would be a beautiful game. Two 10-4 teams playing to come in and have they say with God that I mean that would be it.
Well, we'll get to all that in another week or two.
I mean,
But let's
look,
go.
you niggas, whoever in the playoffs, whoever play me, look, go and take care of your business and then come and see God. You know,
The god of the fantasy inside the huddle fantasy football. Okay. Y'all heard
come,
it. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it
God,
here first.
come and pray to God. Once y'all do whatever y'all do, come and pray to God. I'll be here waiting. I can't hear you no more. Yeah, we can't even hear what you said. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
My young nigg- my young niggas keep calling and fucking up my shit, man. Cause I got a special rig today because we had technical issues, so I had to figure another way out of. And I did, but it's going through the phone, and every time these niggas call to try to get some work in, it's kicking me out.
Yeah,
I
we
keep
got
hanging up on it.
we got
I
we
keep
let's
hitting end on these niggas, and they still call. They want that
let's,
money.
let's go on get to the predictions for next week.
Yeah, let's just leave standings and division leaders before we get that way. Let's
Yeah.
take a
Let's do
look at
that.
this Mount Everest division 12-1, 10-3. Um, Phil
Look,
Belichick hanging on barely.
that boy about to score
Detroit or
20,000
nothing.
points this year.
Everybody in the Mount Everest division has scored over 2,000 points.
Yeah, yeah. Tough, man. Tough.
Hmm. We have Coach Lewis leading the Pentagon. Ruben's Riley team 6-7, holding on to their playoff hopes, in charge of their destiny. The Kyler's are looking for a miracle. 5-8. Bread Hunter is on the boat. Shout out to nephew. And then in the Oval Office, I have to say, it's led by nuts, no glory.
And nobody in this division got 2,000 points. Nobody.
You know, not this week. We'll finally make our way across the finish line in this motherfucker.
That's crazy work right there, y'all. Nobody in their division got 2,000 points. And you
This
know
is
what?
the current. Go
They supposed
ahead.
to be, I want to announce this to everybody. This supposed to have been the senior division in the league, really, y'all. That's what they were calling themselves. But none of these niggas got 2,000 points.
And nigga say none of these niggas got 2,000 pounds. That's fact. If the playoffs started today, this is who we would have matched up. It would be a rematch of week 14. No Nuts, no Glory, or the better team. And then the Rowdies would go to face the Mac of the Year, where he remains, and Lewis kick back comfortably with their feet stretched, checking this shit out, man. Like stretching the shit, like, and that's what they're gonna be doing, Cadillacing. But they earned it, so let's get into these Week 14 matchups. That's what everybody want to know. Let me get my pen and paper.
Man, we got to go perfect this week,
I'm
y'all.
50-8, 50-28, 22 games over, 22 over. And yeah, 40-38. Y'all can do the math. 20 less.
Man, this nigga's tripping, y'all.
Facts is facts. Numbers don't lie.
This,
All right,
this,
let's go ahead and get into this first matchup. We got Brad Hunter, Rubens Riley team. Let me pull the file. Brad. If you already go, you can go. But I'm gonna pull the file real quick.
so
If not, I'll be freestyling.
Rue went and picked up Mariota. He said that's how you say his name. You don't say Mariota. You say Mariota. That's how you say his name. He went and picked up Mariota, and so he gonna put him up there in at the QB position, in place of Drake May. Uh, and you know what? I already know who I think you going with, so I need to try to switch some of these favors. So I'm gonna go with Bread Hunter this week for the upset to pull this out uh, against all odds.
Yeah, I just had to peek over there. I wanted to see what I was seeing. He gonna go have to go pick up. Oh, you said Mariota,
Mm.
Mariota. Um, I mean, Rue could lose.
Yeah, he could.
Who Mariota playing against? Minnesota. 26, 15, 19. Tyler Algiers in there is wild. I'm gonna take nephew.
Is that so? You know what?
I ain't giving you no limit.
I'm gonna take Rue then.
Oh, you just trying to catch up. Okay. I'm just looking at the numbers.
Yeah, okay. I'm only
So I ain't
10 games
sure.
out. I got 38 losses. I mean, I got whatever the fuck. I'm 10 less losses than him. So we're gonna see if we can make up a half of that in a week.
Okay, but shit, it's my go. We got MMT, little Mike Monsters team going against Mac Twin. Um,
Hmm.
Twin got some work to do. I don't know. It could be upset. I'm gonna take little Mike. So you gonna take Twin?
Yeah, I'm gonna take I was looking at it too, man. I was looking at it too. I really don't know where he gonna get the shit from, really. When I was looking at it earlier, so fuck. This might be. This, I think this gonna be the one that we gonna agree on right here. So I'm gonna take.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take Mike.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Thought you'd go the other way. All right, we got it's on you against Phil Belichick. Wait, there you go. Phil Belichick. Early projections 158, 165.
Mm. You know what? On this one right now, Phil Belichick done lost four in a row. God damn. Then this nigga right here,
Mm-hmm.
this nigga right here, y'all, was 5-4. He was a game over, and he done lost four in a row. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say he breaks that streak this week, and he comes out on top, sending juice to a 3 game losing streak for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you action because I'm gonna go the other way. Um, I see too many cues up and down the line. I don't like cues. Um, he got a solid team. They just they can't win the games they need to win. In his last four, 3-1, they've been straight.
Man, oh man, that's tough to be 5-4 and lose four in a row, man. That's tough.
And the back of the year still got to put a defensive lineman in. That's like 165. I know projections is on paper. They don't really mean nothing.
Let's go
But
put him like 70. So he'll have
yeah,
like a 16 point projection lead.
it holds some kind of value.
Yeah, we definitely do.
We're gonna go to the Kyler's versus Coach T. Lou. T. Lou is man. I want to talk to you about this. I think they waving the white flag. Doesn't matter if Coach Tommy gets a layup. I mean, it doesn't. It's not gonna affect anything, seeding or playoffs or none of that shit. We know the Kyler's ain't going or not going to the play. But
No,
should we
he can't.
go auto Kyler's?
Yeah, we're gonna have to because he ain't no way he finna run. He finna run out there 3, 4 niggas on buys and shit. We ain't doing that. And and I mean, this is just important for just statistical purposes. For coach. To get to double figure victories. You know, I mean, I don't want that handed to him. You know,
Right.
so yeah, we gonna have to slide him on auto. Come tomorrow. I mean, whenever, shit, because we already here, really. You know what I'm saying? And uh, we need auto to start working now to be moving people up from the bench and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Let's
mean,
do it after the show.
yeah, okay, that's cool. I went in. I went and I looked at it. It's gonna still be a tough task for MBK to come out on top. You know what I'm saying? Even when you move people up, but hey, Otto worked magic for Detroit or nothing. So I'm going with MBK this week.
Mm. Upset alert. I did not see that coming. I think slid that in on. Yeah, you got 5 bye weeks and three questionables in the start lineup. Three questioners, four questionables on the bench, and Brandon Ayuk, who've been taking up valuable space all season.
Ridiculous.
I
There's,
refuse to go with them. I don't care if
look, he,
Otto's on or not. I'm
he,
taking
he should have damn
Coach
near
Tomlin.
on Otto for leaving Brandon Ayuk on the bench all season.
Shit, I've been advocating for that quietly. I ain't gonna even lie to you, cause if you ask me, that is hold on. What do I? That's what it is. Bam. Mismanagement and
Yeah,
malpractice.
yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
We go back and forth, however y'all want to do it. Yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, let's put them on auto, and if they surprise somebody, you'll gain the game.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't taking them. Fuck that shit. Uh, y'all already know who I'm taking this week. But it's win to get in.
Mm,
Shit, you're gonna have to have some nuts, and to achieve the glory, the better team
mm,
lost two
mm,
in a row. Go check their foul. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say something later, but we'll speak on it later. But this where that shit in. We ain't gonna have no get big rally, rah rah. Um, Everybody just gotta do what they gotta do. I see some cues over there. I don't know how much that mean. Godwin is questionable. Fibula, he might be slow. We're gonna get in, man. We wrote a I know we ain't dropped no rap or no freestyle all season, but I was sitting at the crib last night and I was smoking, and this beat came on because I was on YouTube and shit, man. You know what I mean? Well, actually, the song came on, so I went to the instrumental of the song, and something manifested that I put out there. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how this shit go. Everything play out its play. We're gonna put it out right before the playoff. But we already know how it's gonna go. You know, y'all can take who y'all take. Uh, all y'all people out there and six and eighters and all that shit, man. But it's the better team.
mm,
And it ain't a dream. So spring.
mm,
No ice cream, no whipped cream. Nothing creamy at all. You know what I'm talking about?
mm.
We're gonna get it to them niggas straight up.
Well,
Them divisions. Yeah. Damn, man, them niggas fell apart. But go ahead. Who you got?
let me say this. Let me say this, y'all.
You
Gonna
got no nuts. I'm finna write you down because you trying to
drop,
game a game.
drop a bombshell on everybody. The better team will not make the playoffs, y'all. Uh, uh, they squandered their opportunity. They had an opportunity the past couple of weeks. It didn't happen, and I think this week it's going to be too much pressure for him to get the job done. I think No Nuts No Glory is going to pull this out, and then with the victory by Mike, points don't even matter because Mike got the heads up because he beat the better team twice already this season. And so uh, the better team have no one to blame but themselves. They have no one to say uh, why we didn't get in. You know, they just got to look themselves in the mirror and admit to themselves that they didn't get it done. And they're gonna have to. They really they have to win this game or they're not getting in because they don't have the tiebreaker over Rude or over Mike. So if Mike win and even if Rude lose and finish both of them, all three of them be 6-8, the better team will be the team that's left on out in the cold. And I just think that they I thought that they were not going to be the one that would be spiraling. I picked them to be the team to rise to the occasion and to pull this division out. But they let me down with my picks and they didn't get the job done. And No Nuts No Glory did. So you got to look at it, y'all. They fought and got to a tie with No Nuts and No Glory. They were tied and they went in opposite directions. One won two in a row, one lost two in a row.
Man, hey man. Uh long live my nigga T, man. He right up here in the corner with me. You know what I'm saying? I just put him up there because my nigga had a similar season last year. He ended up going 7-7. Niggas thought he was gonna lose on the last day. He came back and got it done, got it did, and ran the gambit.
Yeah.
This the reincarnation, my nigga. We finna do the same shit, man. We were fucked up. We were hurt. We had a lot of injuries, and we didn't get the players on the field in time that we needed to, but we got them when we absolutely had to have it, and that's this week. And we're gonna get it done. We're gonna march niggas step. I tell you this: if you check the file, the better team has never lost more than 2 games. I said that slow so it can resonate with you. They have never had more than a 2 game losing streak the whole season,
Okay.
and it
Okay.
won't start this week. Matter of fact, what will start this week will be our ascension to the top. We'll go from
Mm.
7-7 to the top of the league.
Well, you know, we
But
definitely
you know,
was
that's conversation for a different day and a different time.
trying to give them some motivation, y'all. Hopefully, that motivation put a fire up under them, you know, so they can get themselves into the playoffs, you know, because it's simple. Win or get in. But it been that simple for the previous 2 weeks too, and they didn't. So we'll see.
Yeah, we highly motivated, man. The 2 weeks ago we had Bombergeddon, and we just didn't push all the right buttons. We got it close, but not good enough. Last week it came down to some flip of a coin. We called the wrong. We called the wrong one. This week it's gonna come down to our men, our team, my guys on the field. We're gonna get it did. Let's move right along to
Already.
this game of the week. It's always the game of the week when these guys are involved. So Detroit or nothing come to the center state. Detroit or nothing versus Goliath, the man in the high Catholic. High, high Catholic. high castle. You know, he looks down on us mediocre teams. You know, and with good reason. They're projected to get 204 points to 159.
Actually, the last time I checked, it had got boosted up.
205.38 to 159. Yeah, he making some more moves. Let's see who we
They
got in
gave
there. Jordan Love, Junkins, A Chain, Puka, CD, Tyler Warren, Gibbs.
two guys, two
Yeah.
guys, two guys in the lineup projected to get 30 or more.
Looking over here. Devontae. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have enough. He gonna have to show me. I always say niggas have to show me, so I'm taking you.
Of course, y'all. Look, y'all. All of his victories that he got been. Look, y'all. The reason why he ahead of me in picks, y'all, because
I went against you. I picked against you.
I think twice maybe.
Okay, so it's 11 wins.
No, once. He picked him against me once the bye week, my Bob and Gad week. Every other week, well, now in the week that I played him. So
Nah, I
that's
think nah, I picked you the week that you played me. I
oh
picked
no, he
you.
picked me. So that means out of
I
the 14 weeks, he only
I
picked
think
against me once.
I think early in the season I went against you a couple of times. I gotta go check my but I think early in the season I went against you.
So he done been piling up victories off of my back, y'all. It's not my hard work, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
You've picked
He,
yourself
but he,
every year, every week this season. So that's 12 wins
look,
of your 40.
look, look.
You every time. So I don't even have 12. I got like 10.
Look, y'all. Look,
What
y'all.
we talking
He,
about?
he. What I'm talking about is that I
Even picking yourself, your is over 500.
this nigga full of shit, y'all. What? But my point is on that is he piling up the victories off of my back. I'm not look, let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. I done picked him a number of weeks and been let down a number of weeks. So I didn't let him down though. See, so that's what I'm saying. But all of that's cool. Look, y'all ain't even got to ask me who am I picking and nothing like that. Before this had even came out and it was what the projection was gonna be this week. I had already told Lab y'all the better team that I'm gonna finish the season out scoring 200 points every game. That's what I told him. So I'm putting that
You
on the
gotta do it
show
again.
so it already, huh?
So you gotta do it again. One more game.
Yeah, yeah. So, so,
One more
so,
game.
so, so, I'm putting that on record on the show that I said that. So it's understood. Ain't nobody got to misunderstand anything. We're gonna score 200 again. And you heard him earlier in the show. It's hard to beat somebody that scored 200 unless you he who remains. That when a guy scored 204, I still beat him. Man, come on, man. What are we? What are we talking?
You're on a remarkable high right now. You know, you're doing your thing, man. You're
Guess
doing
what?
your thing.
Guess what, y'all? I'm on a high that these niggas ain't never seen before. They ain't never seen nobody go 13-1. But I'm about to show them something. I'm about to give them something. And I'm telling y'all, I was by getting away from being fucking undefeated right now. Some people might say, even with being said, I was the Chargers defense. If I would have just picked them instead of the Niners, I would have won that game. And right now, we would be standing 10 toes deep, 13-0 on these niggas. These niggas cannot fuck with me. It like I don't understand what else even need to be said. Like these niggas know that shit. Look, y'all. Let me say this another thing, y'all. When the season first started, even throughout the season, first 6 games, 7 games, whatever, people was interactive in the chat, talking like a motherfuckers. I done got these niggas quiet. These niggas don't want to say nothing no more. I'm the only one be posting in the chat now, really. Cause I'm posting to myself because these niggas, they know what it is. They already know they don't have a shot at winning this shit. And right now, they are. It's that a meme where they got all them knives pointed at him. That's what these niggas doing when they see me.
Look, okay, I'm gonna let you finish, but that shit don't even make sense to me. First of all, oh, second of all, congratulations on a great regular season. Really great, tremendous regular season. But the job ain't done. Is the job done?
No, it's
I ain't
no,
done.
no, no. Not. I told you. I told you. I only got 2 more games left. I'm not. This game is over with. That I'm coming up. I got 2 more games left, y'all. I got the championship game and the Super Bowl. That's all I got left. And I still say it's not fucking fair that I got to play a guy that had a 10 game winning streak in my first game. This shit don't make sense at all. I should be playing the lower opponent. But the number 2 seed, which is not even in my fucking league, they gonna get to play the easier matchup. Shit don't even make sense. And like I said, this is not the NFL. This is fantasy football. We should be able to see that it don't make sense, and we supposed to make adjustments to shit that don't make sense. But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the floor is yours. The show is over. You can have the floor.
Oh, yo,
I
oh,
can't hear you. I couldn't. Deaf ear.
you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I
Cause
you
you
know
don't even know who you're gonna play. So I mean, what we talking about?
he right about the deaf ears, y'all. That's another meme I put in the chat, y'all. These niggas, they must be deaf because they quiet as a church house mouse around this bitch. You know what
And
I'm saying?
let me address that. Yeah, that's what really intended to say. You ain't kicked me out, scared me out the chat, or I don't even know if that was arrow or was aimed my direction. Listen, we are highly disappointed in the last couple of weeks. Last week's more than anything. So ain't no need to be doing talking and chatting and responding and for why? I need to spend every moment trying to put my hands on the right buttons
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and get it on through, man. That's what
Look,
I'm talking about. You
look,
know what I'm saying? So
look.
that's all I'm concerned about. I ain't going back and forth and doing all that. I'm humbled. You know, y'all don't. The season fantasy football guys have humbled me. You know, I thought I would get an old back last week. I didn't, but I got a cool 26.
You did
And then my other nigga, one of my main niggas, gave me.
a
He stuck his
self.
ass out there. A booty ass game.
But see, look, these players, some of them, especially in this late into the season, you're gonna see them reverting back to who they really are. Like Rico, over the last like 3 weeks, Rico has from going from that 5 point something carry he was averaging like the last 3 weeks, he's on the 4 yards of carry. See, a lot of these niggas are gonna be reverting back to who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And people like Chuba Hubbard, they already said, uh, are they this talk? Are they switching back to Chuba being the main guy over Rico? So like look, man, a lot of the look, you got one of the worst receiving cores in the NFL. in our league. You know what I'm saying? So that's what has hindered you this whole season ever since Neighbors has went out. Um, uh, you got a mismatch of guys that that's gonna be up and down. You know what I'm saying? So you have nothing solid at receiver, and that's been your downfall.
Yeah, it has. I mean, we know it. It's been, we made some moves, and those moves didn't work out. It's been a hard season, but we ain't never, we ain't never quit. We ain't never gave up. We still fighting, and we still have an avenue to get in, and we still have an avenue to go all the way. Everybody that you talked about can turn it on 3, 4, 5 games. That's all it takes. 3 games. Get in 3 games. It's over with.
This is
You
what
know.
this is what it takes.
I
It
got the dogs.
it takes for my team to drop the ball. Like, because it don't matter what the fuck y'all do.
And you've done that before with against me.
I knew he was.
Didn't respond.
I
My
knew.
players, I was really fucked up then though. So, yeah. I got a little better in shape, but I'm still fucked up.
Look, man,
You been you been in a shiny car all season. You
I,
know,
I, I,
nice and looking good. I've been fucked up.
I lost. I lost my second best receiver.
But you been in shiny cars, shiny suits, smiling, cheesing, taking pictures, waving, and enjoying life.
But I'm saying,
Sun been shining.
I lost my second best receiver early in the season.
You ain't never been down bad like that. Like you ain't went through nothing.
I'm just saying, I lost my second best. Think about that.
Your first real adversity is gonna come into play.
Look, y'all. Look, y'all. I don't know why he trying to put that on us, y'all. He trying to put that on my squad. That the only way that we gon' well not what we gonna do. Well, only way we gonna do what he been saying constantly is that, yeah, regular season don't mean shit. You gonna fall.
It do. No, it do mean something.
You're gonna fall hard in the playoffs. Look, man. We ain't falling hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bust a pussy. You know what I'm saying? So let me say this. Uh, I mean, I don't think this is the point in time of the year for my squad where we gonna be laying an egg. Not the players that I got. You know what I'm saying? Because they all fighting for some either individually or as a team, and
Mm.
that's important to have them type of players on your squad at this time of the season in fantasy football. CD Lamb them trying to fight to run the table and shit to get in the playoffs. Devon Achan trying to continue his historical season that he having. That's an individual thing. Quinshawn Junkins is a hungry rookie that's trying to show and prove himself. Puka Nakua, and Jameer Gibbs. They fighting to goddamn me to position their teams in the playoff, and Puka and them trying to win the number one seed. You got Tyler Warren. They trying to fight, and because some people are saying now that the coach might fuck around and lose out and not even go to the playoffs.
Damn.
So so they fighting. So I got the perfect players actually right now. I don't look. Somebody might say everything just went a certain way for me this season, so happily, and that could be the case. You know what I'm saying? But the players that I do have, they all gonna be fighting for something. So I ain't got to worry about nobody sitting on no sidelines or nothing. And the gravy on the goddamn steak is
Gravy on the steak.
is if goddamn me, Jaden Daniels is back this week or next week because
Hmm.
I don't need him this week. I don't need him. I don't need him next week. But he gonna be back at the latest next week, which will be the first round of playoffs. So I'm gonna get a bird's eye view to be able to even see where he at before I play him, start him in the second round of the playoffs.
That's a luxury.
Man, and I want to
That's
say
a
rude for that, for dropping him.
Yeah. Well, we already took care of league business, so that's up in there. That's smoke. Um, it's a wrap on the show, baby. It was a technical. We didn't run smooth as we normally did, but it was always flawless. A beautiful show.